Well, hello, my beautiful Aries. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-May right through to mid-June 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aries, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross with this deck here, just to see who is coming in your way. So let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know regarding their singles love life? Can you please guide them? What are they meant to see for the future? Can you please show them the way of what they are meant to be aware of in this moment? What are they about to find out about their love life? Can you please show them? We got the Hanged Human, which is of course the equivalent of the Hangman. So you've been waiting for quite some time. You don't need me to tell you that. You already are aware that there is a bit of a waiting period that you're currently held in, but you may feel a little bit in limbo with your dating life right now. Some of you may have even withdrawn from the dating scene because you feel that there's too many immature people out there right now. There's no one really sparking your attention, and perhaps you feel that it's very transient, shall we say, where you basically connect to people who don't really invest, or you may have found people in the past who are not really looking for investment in the future. So it's almost like there is this withdrawal in order to work on yourself at this time. This is your protagonist energy. So the Hangman indicates that, you know, you're actually in like a pause, a temporary pause, in order to manifest better things for yourself, in order to find out a little bit more about you. So delving deeper into your spirituality, connecting to your higher self, creating stability in your world, whether that's emotional, whether that's financial. I definitely see here that, you know, you're looking at things from a different viewpoint. And I feel a lot of you have taken that temporary time out really just to focus on yourself at this time. Now, also the Hanged Man energy is all about surrender. So I feel some of you have just like thrown your hands up in the air and went, you know what, whatever will be, will be. The universe is going to deliver someone when the moment is right. So, of course, for some of you, you may have got yourself out there on the dating scene in the past, trying to connect to someone new, but it didn't work out, of course, the way that you hoped for. So I feel some of you have just, you know, decided to just work on yourself at this time in order to be ready to sacrifice to the universe when someone new comes in. Now, I do see with the Fool card that there is someone new coming in, but I feel some of you have been learning a lesson about reciprocity in life, making sure that you don't always adhere to everybody else's needs and leave yourself lacking in some way. So I definitely get an energy here that if you feel like you have almost like neglected your own needs for some time, or felt a little bit disconnected from yourself recently, I definitely see that this pause is to almost like reacquaint yourself with yourself, reestablish a relationship with yourself, or even reignite parts of your life that you feel have been put on hold or that you lost touch with over the last couple of years. Now, also, the Hangman energy indicates that although there is a time of inaction, it gives you a period to reflect. You know, sometimes there is purpose in pause. It makes us focus on our true life's mission, purpose, that sort of thing. This basically says that you're in a period of reflection in order to allow new opportunities to manifest. You don't want the past. You certainly don't want to revisit it emotionally or even physically. I mean, some of you may have been nostalgic about the past in order to heal, but I feel, you know, you're only looking forward to the future. You're someone who's very passionate, intense. You have a beautiful heart. You're really fun to be with. You're very adventurous. You're also really bold and daring to get out there and walk your talk. And you need someone who is strong enough to walk by your side. And you may have met people in the past who really just didn't cut it, who were not emotionally available to offer you the love that you truly require and deserve in a relationship. And I feel some of you may have felt really unprepared to be single at this age, whatever age you are, because it's going to be different for everybody. But ultimately, I feel some of you have also had someone in the past that you truly loved, but they were careless with your heart. And I feel there is a disappointment here. And it may have prevented you from, you know, opening yourself up to something new for a while, because you really needed to get a sense of yourself and ground yourself and really kind of like it kind of spun you off, let's put it that way, to like a journey of discovery, to know more about yourself, to go seeking deeper meaning in life. And I feel with this card, it really indicates that you're about to spring into action and find someone new. The Fool card often means a new beginning or new person coming in, or a relationship that has so much potential. So I definitely see that you are manifesting new love at this time because you are magnetic. We have the Magician card energy, and this is your overarching energy, so we'll get the details now in a moment. But the Magician card indicates that, you know, what you think about, you bring about. You have a lot of magnetic power, and people are going to be drawn to you, and you're going to get a lot of attention. Everything you need to attract a new person is within you. You're awesome all by yourself, of course. You're very independent, self-assured, or you've been building your confidence in life to be that way. And I feel, you know, you don't need anybody, but you want to have a companion. But this card, it can indicate that you are embracing your passions at this time. You're also making love your focus, or you're going to shift around. It's almost like it hasn't been your focus, even though you want love and you want a high-level commitment here. I feel some of you have had other responsibilities. It's almost like love has been put a little bit on the back burner or on hold whilst you adhere to all your task responsibilities or this rediscovering of self, and then you're going to suddenly have a little bit more focus and attention on the love situation. So this could mean that you're going to be more creative. You're going to do something for you, or you're going to launch yourself into a course of study, for example. You're looking at what makes you excited and what you have control over in your life right now, because I feel, you know, it's really important to recognize that, of course, if we want something in life, there must be action. We must set an intention, then put one foot in front of the other in order to accomplish that intention. So I feel some of you may be like doing something for you, maybe something creative, or rediscovering your passions, or launching yourself into something, and it actually puts you in an arena to meet new people and form new alliances or new connections. That's what I've got coming in so far. I mean, with the Fool card in the position it's in, I do feel like there is someone in the periphery of your energy coming in, but it just feels like your focus right now has been on yourself, not in a selfish way, but in a way where you basically ground yourself and know what you want in life and in relationships, and know what you certainly do not want. So let's go and look a little bit deeper here to see who is coming in your way or what's going on there. Because I feel some of you, you've been called to really enjoy your independence, your single life, to love time on your own, march to the beat of your own drum, and to really... I'm being shown an image right now in the water, okay? Excuse me. Excuse me, I do apologize. I have a little bit of a croak in my throat at the minute, so I'm just going to move past that energy and get your cards. I mean, we've got the Ten of Pentacles there, so this is about you wanting to settle down, wanting a solid foundation, but it's also about you looking at who you are, your history, as it were, really looking at where you've come from, the journey that you've had, and maybe even cycles of repeat that you've emulated from situations gone by. For example, you may have witnessed parents or guardians divorcing, for example, and you've seen their love story. It's not yours, but you may have been influenced within that situation to see that Sometimes life and love, it can be turbulent. So if there was divorce there, it kind of influenced you and the way that you operate in love. If there was betrayal there, you may have been extra sensitive and cautious to opening up to love. So I feel some of you are looking at family patterns or ancestral wounding that has been passed down, because that Ten of Pentacles is a very heavy card. But it also indicates, I mean, some of you may actually have been married in the past or were in a high-level commitment in the past, and it made you feel a little bit sort of like jaded with love, or made you feel just that you needed some time out and to really discover who you are and create stability in your world. Because the Ten of Pentacles, of course, is about attracting wealth. It's about attracting security in your life. So some of you may have actually been going through that process. Now, as I said earlier, marching to the beat of your own drum, that is an Aries card right there. So this is about you following your passions, being bold and daring, and taking action to change your life in some way. But let me just see what else is going on there. I mean, there's two kings here so far. We've got the moon card. So I mean, this could be two people, so I will clarify in a moment. We've got the Nine of Cups. You're actually going to have a wish delivered for you. Something that you've been hoping for is coming towards you, and if that's love that you've been wishing for, well, then that's the focus is going to amplify that. We're going to, we've got Nine of Swords. We're just going to look a little bit past the Nine of Swords there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, God, Angels, because some of you may have been healing a trust issue. Yeah, Knight of Cups. So there is love coming in. I just wanted to see, because I can feel on the periphery, as I said, of someone coming into your life, but I feel it's like not fully realized quite yet. Okay, that's the energy that I've got coming through. But is someone coming? The answer is absolutely yes. So let's get straight to it. That Ten of Pentacles, this is about you looking at your history. Now, this could also be experiences you had, maybe even the dream of love, and how some of you may have felt that you would have settled down by now, but it hasn't happened for you. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. I want you to be aware of that. Tens are so important because it means it's the end of a cycle and it's the beginning of a wonderful new one. And you've got two tens here, okay? So it means basically you're creating space for something new. And if you've been divorced in the past, or a past situation disappointed you, I definitely see here that you're attracting a relationship that is stable, that is kind, that is not like anything you've experienced in the past, because that Ten of Pentacles means right now you're vibing at a frequency where you may feel that you're getting older, because of course we've got a tree here with the rings, which is like aging, an aging process. Some of you, you're getting older and wiser, and some of you may feel that it's really hard to meet someone who matches your passion, your intensity, because they tend to have a lot of baggage. And I feel like some of you may have not given up 100% on love, but some of you, I feel, have been wondering, is love going to happen for me? Doesn't matter what age you are, you're vibing at a frequency of focusing on love, you're going to attract love. So I feel this is a card that indicates now you're attracting a different type of person, someone who wants to settle down, someone who's invested for the long term, someone who knows what they want, someone that you can rely on, someone who looks in the same direction as you when it comes to love. And we've got the Seven of Wands there. It's a crossing card, okay? So I feel some of you had to let go of someone in the past, or you had to give up on something because it didn't instill confidence in you. So this could be a person from your past that made you feel a little bit uncertain, made you feel, they were very inconsistent, and you didn't know where you stood, may have really tested you when it came to love. And some of you may have felt that, love has not knocked on your door yet. You may feel that you've been isolated or, alone for a while, and you've been, basically doing you, very independent spirit. With that Seven of Wands, as you can see, lots of experiences have been etched on this person's body. Responsibilities, loves, losses, difficulties, real learning lessons that led to difficult personal development and growth there. So I feel a lot of you are looking at your experiences. Again, it comes back to this history of all the things that you have weathered as you have moved through life, the difficult ups and downs that we all go through in life. And I feel like you're not allowing these experiences define you. They may have shaped you, they may have influenced who you are, past experiences are very difficult. And I'm not just talking about love, I'm talking about life in general. You may have been bullied when you were younger, for example, and, this may have knocked your confidence. And a part of you, when it comes to love and intimacy, suddenly when you're about to expose yourself to a person that you truly are in love with, sometimes those insecurities start to rise up. We start to feel like maybe we're not enough, or why was I bullied? What happened there? And, it may come flooding back. So it doesn't happen like that for everybody, of course. Different people are better at processing things from the past than others. But whatever you experienced is my point. It shaped who you are, and it basically influenced the way that you operated. And some of you may have been a little bit of a hermit for a while, or you may have felt that life is just hard. Sometimes we've got so much on, we just don't have enough time in the day to actually focus on our own needs or love or the things that we really want. To find love or put yourself in a position to connect with other people and discover love is actually an act of self-care. It's not selfish. It's about carving out time for you because, of course you're good all by yourself, but you would like, looking at this energy here, someone who is a partner that walks in the same direction as you, wants the same things, and that you can have a wonderful life adventure with. And this Seven of Wands indicates that you are not giving up on love. And once upon a time, maybe you were thinking about giving up on love or resigning yourself to the fact that no one's coming. But that Seven of Wands tells me that you are pushing past this obstacle now. Difficulty is coming to an end. And I feel like you really are coming out of a comfort zone. You're a very strong person, whatever you've experienced. And I feel love is going to come in on your terms. And I feel with the Seven of Wands, that actually you're at your personal best. And I feel whoever's coming in for you, because there is someone coming, this person, they really admire your strength. They admire the fact that you don't compromise on your morals or what's important to you, and that you have found happiness within. You're one of those people who is really strong, and you're not easily influenced by other people. And that is an asset to any human. So I feel like you're someone who basically, this new person who's coming in, it's one of the first things they're going to mention about to you. Now, I wanted to come back to this image in the water because it was popping up there, but suddenly I had a bit of a coughing fit and it went away. So I really want to get clear on it. It's coming back again. So what I'm seeing here is 4 Scrabble tiles that are being arranged. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. These Scrabble tiles, the little game Scrabble, right? They're showing me these little tiles. It's clear they're spelling out love. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if it's relevant, but each tile has a number on it, of course, because that's how you play the game. I think you have to add up all the tiles that you make with a word, with the letters. Yeah. So, I'm going to calculate it right now just in case it's relevant. We've got L, which is a 1, O, which is a 1, V, which is a 4, and we have an E, which is a 1. Okay, so this could be like the end digits of this person's cell phone number, for example, 1141, or maybe it's yours, or it could be where this person lives. Maybe they live at number 41st Avenue. I don't know. So please take it as it resonates. Also it basically adds up to 7. Okay, so this could be an interesting number as well. So please take it as it resonates. It could also mean that you're about to find Scrabble tiles randomly on the sidewalk. You may find one somewhere as you're walking around. So please keep your eyes peeled. It could also indicate that this new person who's coming in is very eloquent or has an extensive vocab, maybe a good communicator, or maybe this person just loves Scrabble, or there's going to be a conversation about it. Okay, so please take it as it resonates. It's really random, so it may not resonate right now, but then suddenly it starts to be a signpost for you to let you know that this new person is the one. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that there and move on. What have we got below you? We've got the King of Pentacles. Now, partnered with the Ten of Pentacles, a lot of you have been focusing on your financial stability or focusing on being stable in an ever-changing world, because we've got the Moon card here. Things are looking uncertain, or you may feel that life is very uncertain. You may also feel a little bit cautious about getting out there to connect to new people, especially if you've been a bit of a hermit for a while. Sometimes it's really hard to get out there, but you're someone who is very passionate about life and about people. So you're a fire element. movement. And I definitely get energy, especially through this month of May, that you are going to be amplified in your energy. And as you move into June, it's only going to increase there as well. But the King of Pentacles, it can indicate you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders right now. This is what's occurring on the earthly plane, this position, okay? So this is really about you. If you're in a career, for example, focusing on your ambitions. If you are retired, it could be that you're focusing on your projects, your family, or, you know, it could also be you focusing on really going through personal development, really investing in yourself at this time, and working through cycles of repeat or anything that's been toxic in your world, or detaching from anything that really doesn't serve you. So I really get a sense here that you've been doing a bit of a life overhaul over the last couple of months or years, and love is only starting to become a little bit more of a focus for you. Now we do have the Six of Cups. It's in the past position, which is really positive because this is a card of the past. You're leaving the past in the past. So that's a really great sign that, yes, there has been nostalgia. Yes, you may have thought about people or situations that have gone by, but you recognize that the past is now an illusion. It happened, you remember it, but you can't revisit it. It doesn't exist anymore. So now you're living in the present moment and you have the power to affect your future. You have the Magician card here, and you're projecting your energy to what you already have in the future, but basically you're connecting your vibration to it with cosmic ordering or the law of attraction. You know, this is really about your focus. So in, you know, the future, you actually have the Knight of Cups. You have someone that you're in love with that is a romantic partner, someone who basically is very loving, kind, sensitive, and really open. You know, this is a very raw, passionate, intense relationship that's coming in for you. But you may feel that you can't see right now how it's going to transpire in your life right now, okay? But I feel this is really about connecting to your passions and believing in order to receive. You know, believe and receive, thoughts become things. These are not said by the greatest minds of our time for no reason. You know, Albert Einstein, I'm getting a picture of him right now. Albert Einstein, he said we must match the vibration of the thing that we want. So really, you do that by visualizing what we want, the sort of person we want, visualize the sort of look that they have, or perhaps, you know, what they do, where they live, focus on, you know, maybe going on a date with that person and maybe getting married to that person, whatever it is you want. You've got to see it in your mind to have it in your hand. So I feel right now, this is about visualization because, you know, this card can also connect to the dreamscape of, you know, manifesting what you fantasize about or what you dream about, daydream about even. Your visions can become your reality. And when you get the Six of Cups, this card can also indicate not only is there nostalgia there, and I feel there may be someone who basically had a lot of love for you, but it didn't work out. This person may have reached out from time to time just to let you know that they're still thinking about you, but they may set you back. You know, there's this energy of you sort of cutting the cord or moving forward away from something that seemed like it had a lot of potential at the time, but it's not really gone anywhere. And this person, they may have basically, you know, couldn't be with you because emotionally they were not available, but at the same time they couldn't let you go. So there was an attachment there. So some of you have been really working through that, and it may have taken a long time. But with this card here, it firmly says you're leaving the past in the past and you're looking forward. You're not looking backward in any shape or form. And we have the potential here, and this is the King of Wands. This is about you taking action, influencing your circumstances. Male or female, it's not a gender-specific reading. It's about the energy. However, there are two kings here, so I really want to connect and see if this is two people or these are different aspects of self, okay? So, I mean, the King of Pentacles, it could be that you're very serious about life right now. Life has got pretty serious. We've entered a level of crazy in this world. It's really bizarre. But also it means that you're more focused on responsibilities, tasks, being secure in life, things that perhaps, you know, you need materially or physically in order to just do life, right? To pay the bills, all of those things. And this card indicates following your passions, you know, connecting to spirituality, really, you know, being confident in your own skin and not being closed off to new places or new faces. This is about being bold and daring and rediscovering a part of yourself that sets your soul on fire. So I feel this card can be an aspect of self, especially since it is an Aries card. So this is about you sort of like, of course you have responsibility, but it's about carving out time for you to follow your passions or do something for you where you influence influence your circumstances and take action. So let me just quickly pull a card there for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? I mean, sometimes the King of Wands in an opposing energy to the King of Pentacles, it can mean that, you're a pretty sensible person, right? But sometimes, there has to be a little bit more spontaneity, and you tend to be one of the most spontaneous signs of the zodiac, to be, excited and enthusiastic about life, to go off on an adventure, for example. We got the Fool card. There we go. So that is the energy that I'm picking up on there. The Fool card is about starting anew, starting afresh, but starting with experience. You can notice red flags quicker because you've had this experiences that you've had. And I feel with the Fool card here, this is leading you to this new person. So this is like, take a chance, take a leap of faith, as they say, on a new beginning here. And I feel this opens up a fresh new world for you. And I feel like you're about to find someone who is a companion, who wants to settle down, but someone who is equally as independent as you, who likes to explore the world, who likes to go off on adventures, someone that you can have a lot of fun with, someone who's very humorous is what I'm getting. I'm hearing lots of laughter right now, so you're going to have a lot of fun with this new person. But this card is also an indication that sometimes we have to, embrace fun, the lighter side of life. And it's hard sometimes to do, of course, especially if you have a lot on or you're never having enough time in the day to do everything you need to do. But this card with this energy is like, embrace all that life has to offer. So this could be about you going out to like new experiences, maybe going out to the community to find an event or a place where people gather. It could be like you going to a festival or something that is creative, maybe a hobby or some sort of like painting class, or maybe something sporty, something that you really enjoy for you. And then as a byproduct almost, I feel like you're being put in the path to meet this new person. But I feel whoever is coming in, they actually have very strong Aries in their chart as well as a bit of water there. There's a bit of Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian energy as well. Maybe a little bit of earth to ground this person. Maybe a bit Taurus energy is what's coming through there. A little bit of Capricorn as well. So I feel very strongly that this new person who's coming in, they are someone who has been through a lot. They know what they want. I actually feel this person, they're kind of like a similar age as you, actually. I mean, maybe give or take a couple of years. They may be just slightly younger, but I feel don't let that put you off, because I think it's no big deal there. However, is it going to be in the next coming weeks? I mean, this reading is really up to the next 6 weeks. I would say that with the 10 of Swords in the near future position, I would say right now, this is really about, you've got a lot on your plate, a lot on your mind, and you're sorting through that. 10 of Swords does mean the end of something, that brings a hopeful new beginning. So it's about creating space. But also I feel it's learning from patterns that no longer serve you, especially since you have the Devil card there. And I feel for some of you, you could even have some family members or soul tribe members, friends, asking you if you've met anybody, and maybe even wanting to try and set you up. So let me just pull a card on this, because the 10 of Swords, it can be like you getting a major closure on the chapter that you've just experienced in your life in order to embrace a new one. And that's hard. So some of you are going through some really difficult experiences right now, and I'm sending you a huge hug out there. So, love is important, but I feel you have a lot of other things going on there. We have the 8 of Wands. This is moving forward. 8 of Wands also indicates that something came to a climax or reached the end. But I feel, after this closure or this sort of end of a chapter, suddenly someone new is going to rush in. So I feel, 8, maybe 10 weeks, there is a potential for you to meet somebody new, is what I've got coming in here. 8 of Wands also tends to be about messages back and forth. So there is movement in your love life, and I feel things will start to come to some sort of climax. 8 of Wands also connects to travel. So some of you may be trying to tie up loose ends, get really, everything done before you go on some sort of vacation or some sort of event. Okay, I'm not seeing any invitation here. So, I mean, you could have some invitations coming in, but I'm not seeing it connected to love at this time. I'm just seeing you really focusing on you, rediscovering your passions, closing out a chapter, creating space for love, and meeting someone where there is potential to travel, or you're traveling to a place, or maybe even this person is traveling to wherever you live and you cross paths, because I feel there's movement in this connection. Okay. Now we do have the Moon card there, and this is your advice to yourself. The Moon card is a cautious card, so some of you are a little bit hesitant, you feel a little bit anxious that perhaps nobody's coming, but I can see there with that Knight of Cups, someone is coming in for you. This is your outcome energy, okay? So love is available to you. The Moon card also indicates trust the process. Sometimes we are plunged into a period of transformation and we go through, the inner awareness where we sort through the stuff, the mud of life. We go through a difficult period where we are very philosophical. We're sorting through everything. It's a transformational kind of energy where we feel we're completely in transition, and we're making readjustments in our life. You may have felt extra emotional, for example, been working through some stuff, not to do with love per se, but it could be to do with life in general. And it's also a card, I just heard, put the feelers out. Put the feelers out. So some of you, let me pull another card, because this can indicate that perhaps some of you have said to some of your friends, hey, have you got any single people that you know that maybe you want to set me up with, or maybe we could meet and see if there's anybody. I mean, I'm just getting a very small percentage of my beautiful Aries saying that, so maybe that's you, maybe it's not. But maybe it's more that a friend has said, you know what, I've got this person who'd be awesome for you. Maybe you want to meet this person. So there's a potential for a setup here, or for someone to kind of like put the feelers out for you. Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Oof, okay. So isn't it interesting? We've got the Knight of Cups, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. So there's an indication here that you're actually going to choose someone completely new from, whoever your friends kind of try to set you up with. I mean, I feel they may have a couple of people in mind. One person, they're in it for the long term. They would actually offer a lot of love, care, devotion. This person, I feel, if I'm going to be honest, I mean, they're lovely, but I feel this energy of they couldn't keep up with your pace, okay? They are nice to be with and everything, but I feel like they're very, very serious. I feel like they're grounded, which is great, and would really counterbalance your energy. But I feel like, you need to be like out there having fun and, attacking life, as it were. And, this person is a little bit more sort of like homebody, stay at home, doesn't really want to go out too much, is very sort of like faithful, but I don't know, somehow I feel this person would kind of dampen your energy a little bit, okay? So I got to be honest with what I've got coming in here. This person over here is the person for you, is what I'm seeing. They're perfect for you. But we've also got a Knight of Wands energy, so your friend may also kind of introduce you to someone who is very exciting, very passionate, but it's not sustainable. So what I'm seeing here is there's a potential for an encounter. Some would call it a fling. If you want it, it's there. So I feel like there is a potential here for you to get to know a couple of people before you actually meet the new person who's coming in. And I feel this one, it won't last very long, okay? You may enjoy it. It's going to be a beautiful encounter, don't get me wrong. But if you're looking for something a little bit more stable, then perhaps this person isn't for you. So I feel some of you are working out what it is you want and what it is you certainly don't want. So I feel there are some opportunities flowing your way, and some of them maybe through friends or events where friends are gathering. But I feel like you're wishing for someone different or someone new. And the Nine of Cups is the outside circumstances, which basically means the universe, the hand that the universe has in your love life right now. And you've got Nine of Cups. The universe is trying to deliver someone who is more in alignment with you. And actually partnered with the Moon card, it tends to mean things are being orchestrated behind the scenes right now. All you have to do is keep going out there and doing you, enjoying things that you love to do. And the universe will make sure that you're in the right place at the right time to meet the right person. Even if that's at home, if it's that you are a homebody, maybe getting on the internet. If you don't like that, it could be something really random where, someone comes to the door, for example, delivers something. Or I feel right now with that Nine of Cups, I'm not saying that be a homebody, love's going to literally be delivered to your door. There is some sort of action that occurs that you do It is for you. You're not going out there seeking the love. I feel the love comes to you, as it were, because this is also a card that indicates you're magnetic. The moon is a celestial body that controls the tides, so it can be that there is this energy of, you being magnetic and drawing a lot of attention to you, but also it can be, if it's not the right attention, you're repelling it as well. And we did have that Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, which can indicate some of you may be fluctuating. One minute you're like, I really want love. Where is my soulmate? The next minute you're like, you know what? I'm too busy. I ain't got time for a soulmate. I just got to focus on me right now. So I feel some of you, you're trying to navigate through life right now. And this Nine of Cups here tells me that actually you're going to attract the love of your life, the one that you've been wishing for, and someone who's absolutely perfect for you. Now, of course, nobody's perfect. We all have flaws, but, I feel the right person is coming in for you, and it is a soulmate. It is love, okay? Now, we have the Hope and a Fear position. So we got the Devil card. Now, for some of you, not all of you, for some of you, you may have dealt with a Capricorn in the past, and they may be very tempting to return to, or perhaps there is someone that you are tempted by whenever they try to resurface in your life. But with the Six of Cups here in this position, it tells me that actually you've closed that chapter. This person no longer gets access to your life. Also, the Devil card can indicate some of you are closing out a toxic situation, and that takes extra healing. So whenever the moment is right and you feel it's ready for you to connect to love, love will be ready for you. Now, also the Devil card can indicate some of you have gone through periods of being really obsessed about finding love, or being really down about the fact that you haven't found your soulmate, and then other periods not so much. But the Devil card also indicates some of you may be looking at old patterns or habits that you've fallen into in love as well, and you're trying to break that cycle. So, for example, it could be that, when you meet someone, it's hot and heavy and really passionate and intense, and then it kind of like burns out. It's not sustainable. Some of you may have met people who had addictions, or you attract people who had trauma bonding with you, or people came towards you for fixing, for example. And you're looking at the sort of person that you attract, or people who lust after you, because this is a card of lust. Okay, so I feel some of you, the fear is attracting more people who just want you for your body, or want you for the short term, or people who are transient, not sticking around, or are unhealed. And of course, the hope is that you break that cycle, because this is the Hope and Fear position. Now, we do have the Nine of Swords here as your outcome. The Nine of Swords, number one, this is a card that indicates a little bit of anxiety, or sometimes it's really about looking at what you tell yourself in your mind. It's about shifting negative self-talk and being more compassionate with yourself and having faith. Because sometimes, the inner critic can be super critical. And if anyone else talked to you the way that you sometimes may talk to yourself, you wouldn't allow it. You wouldn't accept it. I know certainly when I was very unhealed, some of the things I would say to myself, I was shocked when I think back to it, because I was actually just hurting myself even more. And for what? So I feel it's really important that you are noticing how you talk to yourself. Because remember, your whole body is listening to you, and so is the universe. And if you are telling yourself something negative, or, something critical that perhaps is hurting you in some way, then the universe is basically hearing that you are not ready for a loving exchange, because the cup of love starts with the self first. And if there is unhealed energy in there, trust issues, insecurities, codependency, addictions, that means that you cannot offer love, because, you have to love yourself first. There has to be a level of, compassion and care for yourself. And if there's self-loathing, for example, in some moments, and this is not going to resonate with everyone, of course, but it is coming through, so I have to mention it. I feel you've been really taking a hard look at yourself in order to heal yourself. And of course, a lot of you out there, the energy I have picked up, some of you have dealt with some real doozies in the past when it comes to love. People who did not value your energy, or were not capable of offering you the love that you truly deserve and desire. Because remember, we can only meet each other as deeply as we have met ourselves. And some people, they're not willing to do the spiritual work. They're not willing to go deeper. They can be a little bit lazy until they get a bit of a wake-up call, their tower moment in life. But by then, you've moved on, and you've healed, and you're moving on to another relationship. So with that Nine of Swords, I mean, some of you, better quality sleep is important, but that Nine of Swords here, for some of you, you may have had trust issues, and there may be some insecurity there that you're healing at this time. And of course, that's not going to resonate with everyone, but that is something that's definitely coming out there as well. Now, this card can also indicate some of you, not all of you, have experienced a level of depression where it's just been really hard to put yourself in a position to, meet someone new and connect on a deeper level. But I feel, you are going through and resolving some things within yourself. And some things, of course, it's really hard to resolve. So it's really about looking at things and seeing what you can live with and what you can change or what you can affect in your life cycle at this moment in time. I feel some of you, it's almost like this figure is like keeping their eyes peeled, right? Watching their back. But also it could be that, actually you have a lot of attention. People are drawn to you, but no matter what, there's this energy of they're not right, so you're turning your back. So I feel like you're conserving yourself or waiting for the one. And then, of course, along comes the one, okay? So we've got that Knight of Cups energy there, which means the universe is delivering a romantic partner, someone who is deeply intuitive, someone who actually encourages going deeper in relationships, who encourages being open and honest, and someone who's very loving, caring, and someone who is, matching your soul song. Someone who's peaceful, no drama, someone who, wants the best for you in life and love, and wants to take that journey of life and love, and wants to open up to whatever the loving, intimate, and raw experience could be. So I feel this is, a very deep relationship that's coming in for you. I feel also with this card that this person, there is a depth of intimacy that has been learnt because they've also had previous experiences that have really hurt them. So I feel actually you're going to really open up with this person, and they're on the same wavelength as you. And I really feel they have a beautiful heart. So this person, you're going to feel really secure with this person. And I actually feel at first when you meet this person, you may be a little bit hesitant, okay, to really open up, but they give you a safe space to kind of feel like, what, this is the relationship for me. And also, I'm getting here, thank you so much, I'm so grateful. I'm being given a quote, but you know what, for the life of me, I can't remember who says this quote. It's like, when it's love and it's special because you don't want to go to sleep because finally reality is better than your dreams. That's what I'm getting. I'm not seeing it in the water. I want you to be aware of that. I scry at the same time as doing your reading, and I'll see images like I saw the Scrabble tiles in the water, but I'm being given by my guides this sense of a quote, okay? I can't really describe the things that come to me or how they come to me, but that's what I'm being given right now. So I'm going to have to look up who actually says that. I feel it is a quote. It just feels familiar to me, but I'm going to see who actually said it. But that's what I feel with these two cards. It's like, you know what? Reality is going to finally be better than your dreams when it comes to love. And it's almost like you don't want to sleep because you want to lap up every minute of being with this new person. That's the energy that I've got coming through, okay? So I'll move on from that and I'll look it up after the reading. But let's go and get some final cards before we close your reading here. We have Spy. Oh my gosh, maybe I've missed something in this reading because we got Six of Cups there. We got the Devil card. And of course, this would be a spy kind of energy. So maybe there's someone here from your past who's been keeping tabs on you, maybe looking at what you're up to. It's always the way when you're about to move on and meet someone new. Your past comes knocking on your door as the biggest test of your life. And are you tempted, or are you moving forward and not even looking back? I feel the choice will be yours, and maybe you're going to actually have to make a decision on that. But I mean, these two cards, they kind of connect to these two cards because we've got Spy, which is like all those eyes watching, and then we've got this love being offered to you, and we've got Spy, and we've got a match. So we've got a spark between you and someone new. Someone who's passionate, intense, just like you. Someone who is going to offer you the love story that you deserve. So I really feel very excited here. I mean, I do get an energy that some of you have friends who have said, hey, my beautiful Aries is actually single. What do you think about them and may have shown them pictures of you or something like that. And, you may actually have someone who's already interested in you, but I feel like you're not maybe interested in them. Also, I mean, spy can indicate that some of you actually are going to get a lot of attention, or your phone is literally going to be blowing up there, but there's only one person who's really going to ignite your heart, and I feel you'll know who that person is as soon as they walk straight into your life. I gotta be honest, the only energy I'm really connected to here as to where you may meet this person is to do with movement or travel. Now, that could mean that some of you are going out dancing, that's movement. Some of you may be going on a vacation. Could be some of you are going to take a trip to where you live, with that Ten of Pentacles, like your home, or where your family are from. Some of you may take a historical trip, for example. So please take it as it resonates. I mean, movement could also be in the gym, right? It could be a sporting event as well. So I just feel, please apply it to your situation. I can't get anything more than that. Normally I get a little bit more, but I'm not getting that. I can only give you what I'm getting. So I'm just going to go and give you a trinket or a room before we close. We've got... Interesting. So we have a little moon with a star there, and of course we have a little fairy who's about to grant a wish, and she's sitting there on that moon. So it's like, even in uncertain times, because the moon card connects to that, or the moon energy connects to that, and the star is like, a wish will still be granted. So I feel, get clear on what it is that you want in a relationship, and this wish is about to be delivered. This may also be a sign or a symbol that you'll see over the next coming weeks or months. And we've also got the cap and scroll. Now this can indicate you've learned a lesson and that you were really tested in love and you've passed the test, and it was difficult. And none of us like to be tested. I certainly don't like to be tested, and I am tested all the time. But this could also indicate some of you are embarking on a course of study, maybe, and you may meet this person there. I mean, it could also be somehow connected to Scrabble. Maybe this person is like a Scrabble champion or something. I'm not very sure how this could be connected to your reading, but please take it as it resonates. But I just heard a relationship of merit, okay? A relationship of merit. So it does indicate that this is a special relationship coming in. But also this person, I mean, they could be someone who is well-read, someone who is, ahead in their field, for example, if they're in a career, or maybe if they're retired, it may be that they were someone of note in their career or field. So please take it as it resonates. Also, I'm being given an energy here that you have a contract, a soul contract with this new person, and they are meant for you. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Aries. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aries, and love and light.